really too much of a problem for ordinary Sierra Leoneans, and as something we government forgets within a reasonable contemplation.
Okay, so
that
just
did not get to that point.
Yes, so just a quick correction. It not go $150 yet per barrel, but it could go up to $150 per barrel if the war keep escalating.
I mean, all of these are just speculations now.
And yes, and so the reason why this is also important is because even when they talk about storage capacity, there was a time in this country, I think that during Pakaban era, we've been getting something what they call strategic stock. There was a volume of fuel where the country they always get in case of emergency, and then we release and small say the bigger supply come. But now I know there was a fuel company where come with so they don't build a big storage facility, the one I think Donna Kisi also, then go rehabilitate and all of that. But now we need capital for make sure say we bring enough a day in storage, whilst we effort for bringing in more. So we don't. I mean, whatever we are not cut pants down.
Whatever we're going to spend to bring enough now would not be compared to in an instance we wait stay it done for let we get more.
The question now becomes who's get for pull the money, and that's the question always. Who's get for pull the money, because like I say, if we have a scenario where oil prices go up to $150 a barrel, it means we will have, obviously we will have to pay more because of the inflation right now. Inflation is over 50% now, I think, and that's something we don't they kill we a lot. But this morning as well, we spoke about the results, the BECE results, and the fact that they're out now, but you still get a significant amount we have been seized. And from what we understand now is that not to the picking and fault, now the schools are not done the entry processes in time. And so this goes back to processes of accountability for public officials.
And then in an instance that if it is not done, which action will the ministry take immediately there and then? Than for which Sote at a point like this, and now you'd have to withhold the picking them result, and they bear the burden. I mean, in an instance that is the responsibility of school authorities. Again, it comes back to the amount of schools them we get in the country. I mean, are we really making sure that people them where they open schools then get the capacity for actually manage such institutions? Because at every corner you get a school. I mean, whether the teachers, the principals that are there are trained and qualified and supposed for day is a different question all on its own. But me and you know, say schools, they know they just grab and exist on their own. There is a process. They have to go through the process and endorsed by the Ministry of Education. So it comes back to waiting at the processes them with the ministry they use for endorse them schools them they for come into existence. Because if you use the correct processes, I am sure you'd be able to ensure say the people them where they head such school now people them we get the capacity and get the requisite knowledge for day. And at the end of the day, if they're not able to deliver, you get the mechanism where you they follow. Where if me na principal and no say, yes, I get my certificates, I get everything, and at the end of the day, I know say if I not comply with this, my certificates would be seized. It not just means say no more, just for that actions. I know they get all that job in the near future. I'll be able to be much more effective. But then, I mean, say what you may, some of those ones head in such schools not even get the requisites. I'm not just talking about government schools now. They talk about all the schools them put together, because Ministry of Education responsible for all schools, not just government assisted schools. So these are all concerns where I feel like the ministry for look into, because this not a one-off something where don't they happen. It's like a recurring pattern.
A recurring pattern.
Exactly.
And if you know,
it happen for BECE, it happen for WAS. I mean, it's just NPSA. I'm not sure it happened.
And so, like I say, on the surface of it, this might just look like something simple, but like we say no more. Underlying, beneath it as well, you forget a lot of accountability processes in place for make sure if a teacher for teach, for go teach, if you not teach any season salary. So if a principal for make sure say picking the names are put forward for make them sit public exams. If you not do them, there should be consequences, and those consequences when they are taken, we all for no say so principal then take this action. So it will be a deterrent for others as well.
And another thing as well, now the fact that the ministry really need for look into the school system. you get a situation wherein you have some older teachers whose names are in the payroll. They are not so effective now, but they are still collecting salaries. Now you get younger, vibrant ones with the graduates. Always, they go into the school, but then some they will teach there for months, some years, and without them being on the payroll. So you see, say at some point, they lose the motivation to teach. They are the ones on ground, they are the ones delivering, but their name not in a payroll. So they lose the motivation. So the ministry really need for look for ensure, say, every teacher we in name in a payroll, it in a classroom. Because you have those whose names are on the payroll, they're not in a classroom. Maybe they get 1, 2 other jobs that they are doing. Some even outside of teaching. You get a full-time job somewhere, and you just they dash appear at the school once in a while, they teach, and go. And then after some time, go, they maybe close to the time where month they end, that weekday where month they end, that's the time you see them frequent in those schools. So you get a lot of work with the ministry need for really put into that for ensure, say, the school system run effectively. Because if not, then if you get an instance in a school where the one them where they as volunteer teachers, but who pass the one the way they name they on payroll, then definitely
it's the motivation and all of that and all of those things.
Not saying that, I mean, you not being paid enough is an excuse for you to be involved in corrupt practices, because at the end of the day, you opted for it.
Yeah.
No matter how small waiting then they pay you is, you accept, say, no problem. You would work for that amount.
And
so
let's not forget, there's a lot of good teachers in there, there's a lot of good principals in there as well, where they do their job really diligently, and behind the scenes nobody don't even know how much good then they do on a daily basis for impact the lives of them picking there. So when you get things like this, it just a soil then your good name, then your good reputation, or they know they build. But let's hear from our public. 79994993, 10 minutes after the hour 9. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jawad.
I'm Sir from Central.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. The program is very educative this morning, especially this one for this education. To be honest, Jawad, education are all corrupt syndicates. The ministry, the WIEC, the schools, and some of the teachers. Like a cartel, where they do. Most of them guys that are going to this profession, not to foresee now for the good of the beginning or the good of the country, that for their own selfish interest. That one, for example, this school we talk, but could the school out they open money making, not to go cheat picking for their education grow. Look, for example, this is inside bypass. School be the day when they do the road. Now they decide for we construct that school. Can you imagine at the highway? They don't get compound, they don't get recreation facility. Then they're just L shape. The one of school. You're unfortunate. This teaching service commission, then school, or where the inspection of schools, they just said they can bribe them for the minimum school year to what you call. You are unfortunate. Not because of the neck, Jawad. Maybe I can feel bitter. Thank you, Jawad.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's hear from more people. People if you're really passionate about education. And let's go. Good morning. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, MJ.
Yes, go on, Johnny.
Yeah. I think the issue of this school, therefore, try forget devise a mechanism whereby the WIEC people them for the collaborate with the school authority system in terms of entries. Because like now that entry side, that is the problem there. Either the principals are taking bribes for bringing other students in. We're not really there in the school system or from other schools, so a lot of things can happen. Then with this OPEC, I think the issue now Israel and Gaza Strip, that enclave, it is regional, not global. Because
but it could be global. There's a potential for making it global.
No, but as you get Qatar, you get Jordan, you get Egypt, you get the other country then within the country, because it go hit the Palestinians then, because you need this fuel for come in for service some social service system within the render. So if you raise the cost of fuel, it hits them hard, because then they will affect the United Nations and they relieve supplying at the place.
No,
and you would not want that to happen, you know.
Thank
And it is not, you are not really going to hit America or the other country the way they come in. Because
I think the point where you have not perhaps seen is that because this they happen in a region where so volatile is that anytime where one war starts, there's a tendency for that war to spill over. And if that war they spill over, it get for affect output, it get for affect production, production cost and transportation cost of that crude oil get become very high, and then it will affect the prices. But let me just bring you the three scenarios and right now where World Bank and others don't calculate in terms of how the oil prices might be. If, for example, you get supply of oil to the global market cuts down by 500,000 barrels to 2 million barrels a day, roughly the oil price go rise to $93, between $93 to $102 a barrel. That's how it will be. That's the first scenario. Second scenario, if you get medium disruption, oil prices down, let's say you reduce production by 3 million to 5 million barrels a day, oil prices go rise between $109 to $121 a barrel. Right now, I think it's around 80 something barrel. And then if you get large scale disruption, then you could have $140 to $157 a barrel. So these are the different scenarios that experts are now looking at, that if this war spill over, other countries then participate. One way or the other, that price is there. We all here will be hit hard by it. The good thing is, unlike the Russia-Ukraine war, where a lot of agricultural products were affected, in this particular war, agricultural products, because these two countries, they're not at the center of the global agriculture markets, but they are in a region whose oil come out for supply with all in this part of the world. But good morning.
Yeah, good morning. John from
Johnny, welcome.
Yeah, we take this morning at the what should I say, the appointment or the confirmation of the bank governor. First of all, I must congratulate them, but my worry is because na be me immediate senior na school. Me worry is if Stephen been there na the team of Professor Calon, we do this disastrous redomination, then the auction dollar for tackle inflation, we up till now 51%. I'm in doubt. But the only thing I will tell them, the honor is great, but the responsibility is greater. I wish I'm well. John from John Street.
Thank you very much. The thing we don't know is, we don't know if probably Professor Dr. Stevens advised against that. We don't know, like I say, because we are not in the room a lot of the time. So for all you know, we might be unfair to him if we say, oh, maybe he's part of this, so he should not have a chance to lead the bank.
And simply because you are part of a team where deliver a particular thing, not necessarily means you actually be there in line with the idea.
You didn't make the final decision.
Exactly.
Yes,
and that's why I talk about the fact that a deputy position is different from you being in charge.
Yeah, but like I say, it gets a bigger responsibility now, so now it gets time for really fix all of those things. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, name was I call you from?
Yes, Speaker, good morning.
Alafi, welcome.
Thank you. I think we can get a very sensitive conversation. We only appeal to it. Most times when we have these sensitive conversations, it can be difficult for some of we get the line, we can make we get questions easy. But if there is a way, please, if we didn't know it before, sometimes we can send questions to you and then you can pick it out. Now, I've been one for asked by me, and it will interest you for know that visually impaired people, I don't know how they mark them. Okay, imagine we get this candidate who speak to us, then they are speak by mathematics, so you know even bullshit. They're not good you. Then they get expert for all other subjects and absent for some other subjects. So I was going to ask by me, how do they mark visually impaired speaking the exam papers the way they speak? Because if they don't give us 6 for math, we not even good, you know, write nothing for paper. Nothing, then get 6. Then the other subject, then get absent and then get 9. I don't understand.
I've seen so much other people forget that constitution.
I'm so sorry about that. All right. Well, thank you very much. We might have to get back to them on that and see what's the justification we then go put forward. But clearly that's a WIEC issue, really. But let me hear from more people. Good morning. Do you have common air radio set where they call we?
Hello?
Yes. Name also the call we from.
Concerned citizen treatment. I beg to disagree with John. The region, now OPEC the country, most of the countries and then made up of the members of OPEC, oil producing countries. If that was a spillover, most of them countries and they involved in that war, definitely the production of oil go get for go from OPEC. Then you don't need non-rocket science for do for another one the journey. You see, make we pray no more, make we not reach to that level. Thank you. Now that don't much people. God bless.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to hear from more people. 079994993. Let's hear your thoughts on the conversation we're going to get. And good morning.
Salamu alaikum. God man from Johnny.
Welcome, God man.
May God bless you all.
Amen.
About the education, we plead to the government, please, be picking the way they seize the result. By right, when they catch them for the man practice, for the spy, then for ask them whether make them get that people. Now under the investigation for that will mean they're ready for help with picking them for leading land. But if they left the back then this and the result really fine. So they plead to the government, let them start that this year. I believe then they go stop that spy with the spy for the exam.
Okay.
And again, may God bless you all. And okay. May God bless you all.
All right, thank you very much. I like Goldman from Johnny. They pray for we a lot. Thank you very much. 7999499. We get 9 more minutes here. Good morning.
Morning. As I do from Central.
Welcome.
This war na the Gulf, na the Middle East. And one could help me because there was this rumor say Salonga established diplomatic relationship with Israel, and then in the plan for opening the embassy at Jerusalem.
Yes.
You hear that?
Yes, definitely.
So
It was credible.
The type of drawing to then kind of confusion there and then country and now they are the Security Council. So I got to elect for the area and waiting a Salome position because then kind of find them the name they mention in them because you want Araba money, then you begin to play the Kidaka. Then this when they talk about storage or fuel or this or for them oil marketers them. One thing what they fail to realize the volume of money where the oil marketers there they get some of them talk at most something at $3 to $4 million. That $3 to $4 million they get one consignment within a port, one day mid-seas, the other day arrangement for the next shipment. So they don't get much. So when we talk about the kind of situation they are, it's so there, no part where crisis like this happen. They don't get money. Even the money government they say, we give them, we don't give 200 million to people for import. These are revolving funds. If we look at the people anyway, they count stress. The money where they get for bring the extradition and then $3 million. They don't get 200 million. Now revolving like you go buy, you sell, you get money back, you go buy back. So, not enough.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So let's go. But it's important that we need to begin prepare for whatever scenario that might escalate. I mean, fingers crossed. We want all the best for everybody around the world. But good morning.
Good morning, Yale.
Name what's I call you from? Capon.
Kaponski calling.
Capon, long time.
Say me a man, I don't think long. I can go and come.
Welcome
back.
back.
I can follow up anyway. Thank you very much for having me. I'm coming to with everybody's back. Say Professor Kalon, the non-change and deputy. With the praise of God, normally people say economic will come back. They are lucky not to reach the at least Bolego near. But always deputy not can do well for in this country. Yeah, so don't they see that? Like that minister of finance would have been then can them put the as minister of finance. When can the thing escalate fast every day? So I'm afraid like nobody say this park will reach to that level. Would they pray to government like how government they pray for wages no? Maybe for say yes, thing will find for we. If you find for we, all man will get good name, including the government will get good name. But it's not that, I'm afraid. So as far as I am concerned, this is all I have to say.
Thank you very much. Let's give him a fair chance and pray for him. But the thing is, James, it gets a lot on his shoulder because people will be expecting that he get for can work miracles. But this is a man with a part of his system, and he understands how much he can do and how much he can't do.
Exactly. And again, I feel the fact that he don't deny the system before can be both an advantage as well as the disadvantage aspect. An advantage in the sense that you get a perfect view of things the way they don't try before we no work. So you know go make the mistake again for try those same things. And just maybe at the time that we didn't think that they not be work, as every institution they function, where they function well can do. Una they go back on the table and look at the reasons why it no work.
And reassess.
Exactly. So with all of their knowledge and the way they bring back to the table, we would hope that then they go really add value. We've tried somebody from elsewhere, we not be there inside the system, and I mean, me and you know how.
All right. Okay. Shout out to learned professor. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jawad.
Yes, you're welcome. Name where I call from.
It's highly connected at Solution Center. This is Alfred Soluku.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my brother, I tell you all thank you. What you contribute on this program, I tell you all thank you. Yeah, one thing this country, you know, that we left for the just the criticize. That's a solution. I mean, guys, some of we don't open the center, solution center. Now we make solutions, and now waiting they make. Even like this season of results, everything, waiting really they happen, not for just the kind of I think criticize no more in this issue. Waiting at the solution now. We don't see that for stop. Because for several times we know they hear how this malpractice, this that they make. But you know, today when some of we can later at times, so we know they call no more. We they learn, you understand? Because certain issues and they surmount the way they can, because of this they seize results. You don't even know why make them seize results. They just they can't criticize. If come on back, it can. Why make them appoint principals there? This, that. You can't say because of government appoint. You don't even know what in the schedule. Some things and the way you know, no talk on them. You understand? Now this country has solutions there for fame. Okay. Anything where they can in terms of education now, what you really do they want for do, what they for do, where they make my brother, me say inside my phone. Let me not go for go sit. Before they go sit, I don't see one waiting say they send them on my phone. You understand? Before they go sit. So some of them say the which cause we say them problem here they come out. Now they for try for tackle. Right. They not go ever happen again. The one the way they release the result, the one the way they mark. You see some students and they even write the phone number. They say where they collect, call me.
Thank you very much. I know how passionate you are about solutions, but let's also keep it 90 seconds. Let me get maybe a few more calls because we'll get 27 minutes past the hour now. Good morning.
Yeah, Jawad.
Bumper.
Yeah, Jawad, the issue about this Gaza and Israel. I want to let you know, say other countries themselves they undergo them kind here. But waiting mostly important is about how we they try to manage the economic aspect. Here now, we look about the massive increase of taxation. Now make anything will happen with spark up. You go see now, price don't shoot up. Because now the taxation, people they pay tax excessively. And you know they add income towards them business. People on the country, they say they undergo this, but they will manager. But look how business, not I mean aspect drop now. Look at that aspect there. Inflation, now they cause that. Because of the taxation increase. Then we come to the area of this bank governor. Yes, we self-employed to what is very job now. But let us say himself now may culprit. Because don't forget, he self now part of the team. And Jawad Naya we see on the campaign say this man when in the act as not I mean as the governor. He prints money over 2 terms. They not tell you no corporate almost they go print up now 2 SIM we they use 2 foreign currency. What thing happen to this nation?
Two foreign currency.
two different type of currency now with the old one and the new one.
Yeah,
then when it comes to the area of the kush.
Hello? There is a
yes, Jawad.
Then put a transition process, and I think that transition period, the end, I think December.
Jawad, but me and you know say, now you self me don't talk away, then they give you time frame.
One of the things that we all been criticized the bank for now, when they introduce the new money, they want pull the old money in the market very quickly.
When nice still back, Jawad.
And then
nice still roll back.
No, and then we all complain. So now they don't allow the new money and old money for operate for a very long time. So we not go complain, say money shorting. So at some point you have to give them some credit.
Yeah, but you see again, Ghana no good na any nation. Let we all be transparent. It's about decency. How you expect that for happen a nation? Then the area of push, you measure about emergency.
Thank you very much. All right, let me just do 2 more calls here, 79994993, and let's go, and let's try for up. Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Jawad, how are you?
Mr. Rogers, you're welcome.
Yes, sir. You see, one thing a really good now we could do for find solution. Okay, like the caller they say about taxation. They put down in a table level how we would discuss them so that tax not go deep and petrol will what they call. But not believe in a tax. We say that word is right now and then the OPEC and then get everything. If you speed what you been the talk now, for so let they not allow let it spill over. Because if Saudi, Arab country, other countries, the way they produce this oil, they all put hand on that word, then we don't they immerse. What you could do if that they happen? Now the thing now, not to blame game. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to do one last call here. 9:31 already from the clock here. Let's go. 7999493. If you just join me, this is the Epic Morning Show, and we are about to put our last call through for the day. Good morning.
Mr. Jawad.
Yes, sir. Name also the call we from?
Mr. Blah. They call from Rokel Center.
Mr. Blah from Rokel Center. I was at Rokel this weekend.
Well, it is off.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah. Mr. Jawad, to all the conversation that you do, I can always talk and say, I believe with prayer, everything will be simple. You know, the problem of the country and the problem of the world, if everybody come to one and put on to prayer, I hope all them here will solve. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. We end on that particular note. Mina Muhammad Jawadjani. Many thanks. We've been live on Select TV, Channel 37, live on Choice FM in the East End of Freetown as well, and live here on Epic Radio, on Radio 99.3 FM, and also on Facebook page and YouTube. Mina Muhammad Jawadjani. See you again tomorrow. Many thanks to you, James, and the rest of the team here for putting a fantastic show together.